In an attempt to show his concern for the farmers that were hit by or that are still being hit by the devastating drought that has swept 78% of the country, Romney decided, here's a good idea. I'm going to have a photo op with an Iowa farmer. Now, the Iowa farmer that was lucky enough to be chosen was Lamar Koth. Now, Koth isn't exactly the rugged, down-home farmer who's struggling to keep his operation going that you might expect. Or actually, I'm even already misspeaking. His operations, all 54 of them. According to the Des Moines Register, Koth owns 54 soy and corn farms, and that's just one of his jobs. He also is he's a millionaire. He's a real estate mogul. He's a former concert promoter who booked huge acts in his 24,000 square foot event center. And he also, like most farmers in Iowa, he lives in a spaceship house. It doesn't have a car elevator like Mitt Romney's house, but it does have a car wash, which I guess is pretty good just for a rugged farmer suffering from the drought.
When you bring your truck back covered in mud, you know, it's good to have that.
Now also, if you want to talk about did he build it himself, according to the numbers, I mean, I just can't even believe the Romney campaign is this stupid. According to numbers from the EWG Farm Subsidies database, Koth has received over $130,000 in conservation payments from the federal government. Now, conservation payments, which are about $5 billion a year in spending total, are usually used by the government to get farmers not to grow crops. What's the point of this? Alter demand, stabilize prices, sometimes to preserve land. Capitalism at its best, isn't it, Lewis? The government paying farmers not to grow crops, and then that guy gets hand-selected by Romney for a visit. I mean, you've got to be out of your mind.
Yeah, and who knows what other government money he's receiving. Farmers are able to receive all sorts of money from the government. It's not just for conservation payments.
No question, but and just the conservation payments alone are hilarious because, of course, the guy built it all himself.
Right.
But really, Mitt, out of the hundreds of thousands of farmers being impacted by the drought, many of them people struggling to keep their homes, to even keep their farms at all, you had to go and meet with the millionaire real estate mogul who lives in a spaceship house with an underwater car wash. There's nothing worse that he could have done. This has to be the worst possible farmer to go meet for Mitt Romney.
But it was probably an easy one. He's probably a contributor.
He was probably comfortable there, no question.
No doubt.
I love this picture, by the way, that we're putting up there of Mitt in the cornfield. He's like, oh, so this is where the children of the corn come from. It's shedding so much light for Mitt Romney, figuring out all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, not as bad as the shopping thing.
No,
but
pretty bad.
But silly.